Well, good evening and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 4, Dundee 0. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel. Is the one and only Cumbrian Bear and also Blue Shadow. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Ox.
Evening, Ox.
Well, we'll go to yourself first, Blue. We started off again with express train, mate.
I wasn't like that Intercity 125, mate. It's going that quick. I couldn't even see it.
I mean, moving the ball, we got the goal within a couple of minutes, a corner. What did you think of the finish for Kamara?
I don't. Age before beauty comes in on you go, mate.
Well, I'd say it was a lovely wee ball into the corner, half his instep. It was a cracking wee goal.
Aye, an unlikely scorer.
Uh-huh.
A corner for Tav, claims in our access, and we start the ball rolling.
Just his instep, he just slid it in lovely. It's a good player.
Aye, the boy did a good game again, and then we just harried them and shut them down, played at a pace and tempo. Go to the second goal. I don't know what Tav was doing up there. Do you, CB?
I don't know what he was doing in the middle, but again, just a lovely wee finish again for Tav. Who put that in? Was that Dan?
I think so. I can't remember. It was that long ago now, but
That's what it is, aye.
Great start to the game, 2-0 up, and playing at a right good tempo. Were you enjoying it when we were sitting 2-0 up? Blue Shadow, how many were you thinking it was going to be when you seen it was 2-0 after a few minutes? I
thought, oh well, my 3-0 predictions, that's that up the spout. You know, so I thought I don't know how many it was going to be. We had a nice high pressing line, you know. I mean, our centre backs were sitting just inside our half on the halfway line. We had them pinned back. They were making mistakes, and it could easily have been 4 or 5 in the first half.
We got the third goal, you know, and I don't know. I can't even remember. It was about 20 odd minutes. We got the third. I'll check it out exactly.
That was the one where it was a bit of a. I can't even remember how it got through to what's the midfield? Arfield, and he slid it. He looked up, slid it across the Fredo, and had an open goal just to tap it in.
Tap in.
Yeah. You know, after 23 minutes, you know, and we're playing really well, and you're thinking this could be 8, 9, 10. You know, I don't know if that crossed any of you two minds, but it certainly did mine.
Well, it wasn't just that; it was the way we were playing.
Aye, the pace and the passing and the movement was all excellent.
It was outstanding. It really was. If we'd have kept that up, it would have been any score. Some of the football was just lovely, and you couldn't find a fault in the first 20 minutes of how we played. You couldn't fault them.
No, I mean it was a team. Playing well as individuals, but always a great team performance as well. Blue Shadow.
Absolutely fantastic. Apart from the two centre backs, because they could have had a table and a cup of tea sitting there in the halfway line, and put that.
McGregor could have served them, mate. To be fair, mate, I think they were recycling the ball, getting the ball, and they were starting the moves off. The two boys, that's all they can really do. But the midfield was playing well. We were cutting them open pretty much at will. I thought in the first half, if I'm being honest, I thought that Scott Arfield had a real good half, obviously. Right. I think he signalled with about 10 minutes to go he might have had some kind of knock, so we're hoping that's not too serious, Cumbrian Bear.
Oh, definitely. I must admit, that's the first time I've kept a good eye on Scotty. But I've heard he's all waxing lyrical about the boy. But I've got my eye on me Alfredo, but some of the football he was playing was just top class. And some of the wee feints and the wee back heelers that were coming off, and wee tight triangles, you know, no big wide triangles, wee tight triangles, and playing around them. I never lost in the first half. They couldn't handle us.
Sounded like you had your protractor out there, mate.
The geography lesson.
That's how I like to see it. The Liverpool way.
Aye, we go in 3-0 up at half time, and I'm really still thinking the same, Blue Shadow. I don't know how many this is going to be, but playing really well, you know.
Yeah, I wondered, and then when I saw Davis come out for the second half, I thought, he said he'd replaced Arfield because I didn't actually notice that Arfield signaling that he had a wee knock. But I thought Davis, oh, well, it'll be interesting to see how this goes because we're well on top. And then they they decided to change the shape, and I thought it was actually quite an intelligent move by the manager because, as Tom says on the match commentary, we've a couple of knocks and it could change the whole team. So I think it was actually quite wise to have a little experiment when we've got the game effectively wrapped up. We're in total control. It's an ideal opportunity to try a few other things that we might need. You might need to change the shape just to get a goal because what you're doing is not working, or if you've got injuries or whatever. But it's a squad, as we keep saying, it's a squad game these days. It's not just your first 11. We've got a great first 11, but you've got to have the other players round the side, just the fringe players, fully fit, and not just fully fit, match fit and ready to go when you need them.
I mean, we didn't play badly in the second half. We just didn't quite. We didn't take our chances or create. Well, we did create as much, but we just got it slightly wrong. CB, yeah.
We'd created a lot of chances. We could have scored quite a few goals in the second half. I think it's this. I call it being two-faced. I just think they take their foot off the gas. I really do, and it's annoying because they should be able to keep it up for 90 minutes. It's all right strolling it when you're 5 and 6 ahead. Okay, you don't want to show MD up too bad, but at the same time, the fans there you could hear the fans get a wee bit disgruntled. Some of the passing was getting off astray in the second half and overplaying the ball and things like that.
I just think, they're going with a couple of saves. A lovely move when Alfredo with the chance. I just think we got it slightly wrong. Go Shadow, no greatly wrong, just slightly wrong in the final third.
Aye,
I think we might have just been. It's hard to tell. Perhaps it's just players know quite used to playing with each other in the same way that Arfield knows exactly what runs Alfredo's going to make or whatnot. Maybe Davis is not quite 100% sure, and also as Cumbrian was saying there, it might have just been some of the players were taking their foot off the gas a bit when they saw that the manager was doing a bit of experimentation, and I think that's something he's going to have to work on. But I think you've got a caller coming there, Rob.
Yep, we'll bring him in a minute. But we ultimately got the fourth. So if people want to join us, what's the number, Boy Shadow?
It's 0141 356 1972.
You can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you were brought into the call by All School Blue to talk about, tonight's match basically. Is that fair, Cumbrian?
That's right, and all things Rangers.
All things Rangers. Anyway, young Brian's joined us. Evening, Brian.
Evening, Brian.
Right.
Just getting off mute there.
The bridge man's teaching everybody.
No,
you're happy with that? 4-0?
I predicted 4-0 before the game.
You're spot on, mate. So you took that.
I predicted a Kamara goal as well.
You wouldn't have predicted after 23 minutes. You'd have been thinking 4-0. Would have been a few more than that, eh?
No, I actually messaged you on Skype saying it's going to be 10-0.
Anyway, I've got to be honest with you, after 23 minutes, it did cross my mind as well.
Aye. No, but that's the thing. This game and Hamilton, after 20-25 minutes, we're 3-0 up, and they just seem to go, right, game's done, we'll just pass the ball a bit. Can't play like that. I know we're playing well, but you want to keep knocking the ball into the net, considering they have got a better goal difference than us.
I think the goal difference is something that, if I'm hoping to maybe get a bit of luck and see what it takes, its goal difference could potentially come into it. We've took, 5 goals after they're leading the last 2 games. Obviously, the fixtures have been kind to us, but then again, the Hamilton result looks a better result tonight. Blue Shadow, didn't it?
It does indeed, aye. It looks a better result, but I think that just comes when we were a wee bit off the pace second half. I think that's perhaps making us feel that wasn't quite such a good performance overall.
We'll also be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Evening, Oxchair, Blue Star.
How are we doing, mate?
Well, happy enough with the result. I've got to be honest, after 3, I think we would all. I thought we weren't going to get a lot more, you know. But I thought the night we were very, very wasteful in front of goal. We really were. But for me, man of the match, I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Kamara again. He never wasted a ball. And nobody's really good at Oxchair, if you notice. He seems to know exactly where that ball's going to go, especially when the opposition player. The amount of times that we'd nip in when the opposition player was actually nearer the ball, and he nips in and gets it after him, and he releases it. He always puts the ball out in attack. I thought he was outstanding tonight.
Him and Jack, for me, were the best 2 players in our team tonight, over the 90 minutes. But I thought Arfield was maybe even better than they 2 in the first half, if that makes sense.
No, not for me.
You know, but everybody sees it slightly different. Arfield, for me, was the guy that was making it happen in the final third. But Kamara, mate, looks a steal.
Oh, absolutely. An absolute steal. I mean, I just wish we'd have had him nearer the beginning of the season. At the moment, he's hardly wasting a ball. He's just amazing. He's outstanding. Outstanding.
I think we all agree with that, Brian, eh? Oh, we lost Sean Brian again.
There's a wee record there, Oxchair in the lobby.
Yeah.
492 minutes without conceding a goal.
How long now?
492 minutes.
All right, okay. All right. Aye, on you go, Brian.
Sorry, I was on mute there.
You don't need to keep apologising for doing a bridge, mate. Wait, are you happy with Kamara?
Kamara, over and in with him.
What about you, Blue Shadow? Has he been a better player than you thought he was going to be?
He has surprised. I think he's a better player than I thought. His distribution and how he uses the ball when he's got, it's not just his tackling. He's a far better passer of the ball than I thought he was. But I'm going to be a little bit hesitant about waxing too lyrical about him, because I still remember all the glowing things I said about Koulibaly when he turned up.
I think I get the Koulibaly. People think they look with Koulibaly, but Koulibaly never showed as much passing even when he was destroying, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh no, they're 2 totally different players altogether. You know. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to go over the top about Kamara, because I thought Koulibaly was the greatest thing since sliced bread when he turned up, and he was going to be fantastic for us this season. And I think we should have been signing him in the January window and all the rest of it. And second, after he got that injury, he's turned around and he's just kicked his own backside, as a lot of people are keen on saying on here. Which is whether that's in the guy's just part of his makeup or stuff, which is why his own club are trying to farm him out on loan with a view to getting him moved on or whatnot. I don't know, but this Kamara lad's got a lot more than that. He looks like a cross between him and that Zelalem. You know, the way Zelalem used to use the ball, and the ball goes through him all the time. But Kamara as well is also a bit more positive as well. That one when he moved inside, he beat a player, moved inside and nearly put a scoring pass in. You know, he's got I think there's probably still more to come from Kamara as well. I'm hoping so anyway.
You're here. I think everybody's enjoyed Kamara, Blue Star, you know. I couldn't criticise him at all tonight.
No, very, very, very impressive. The only thing I would say is, Oxford, would you agree with we don't seem to be doing much for corners. I don't get me wrong. I know it's not always you can be dangerous at corners, but I feel a lot of the times we seem to be putting balls into areas where there's too many men, and then the amount of times you get the odd one going to the back post, and we don't seem to have one single player at the back post. For me on corners, the best guy we've got for heading is Katic.
I wouldn't disagree with that, but
Worrell and Goldson don't seem to be as good.
Just remind me how we scored the first goal tonight.
The free kick.
It was a corner, wasn't it?
No,
Was
free
it?
kick.
Or was that a free kick out in the wing?
Free
Tav
kick.
put it in.
Aye, with Tav and Bonner, that's right, because Andy Little said Tav for me, and he did, he put it right in, that's right, it wasn't a corner. You're spot on, boy, Star.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
But I mean, he's spot on about the corners, mate. Spot on
All
about
right,
the
aye.
corners, so.
I know, but I was going to come in about the corners there as well. The one where I think it was Candace that was going to take it, and Ryan Kent demanded it and then ended up losing the ball. Candace just put that in the box.
I mean, we haven't been a great threat for corners, but we're not a big side, both Shadow, are we?
Well, this is what I was just thinking there. I memean, you know, you've got the two centre backs. They've also got two centre backs, so they've probably got 3 or 4 other players that are far bigger than anything else we've got. So we certainly don't carry a massive aerial presence, which is why when you've got players like Morelos or Jermaine Defoe are your main players in the box, if you're crossing into the box, it's got to be so accurate, it's no real. That's why when later on, when Ryan Jack played the ball down the what used to be the inside right channel to Defoe, and that's far more effective when you've got the players like we've got.
I mean, in the second half, I'll say we let's just say it was an 8.5 performance in the first half, reminding who the opposition was. It was about a 7 in the second. We did come off it a bit. But what about Bonner's free kick? That was a touch of class if it went in. Cumbrian Bear.
I agree about the corners. The corners annoy me for some reason. But I was just thinking as we were speaking there, I think it's because over the years, we've been spoiled with having good people in the middle at corners. We've scored a lot of goals for corners over the years. And it doesn't seem to be working under Stephen. But I'm sure it'll come. I thought it was an excellent performance in the first half. I could have watched it again. It'd be quite sweet.
I agree with you. Bonner unlucky for you, Blue Shadow, with that free kick.
Oh, it was a lovely strike, wasn't it? Just almost in the top right in the top corner, and but it just clipped the underside of the bar, bounced down, not quite onto the line, but just in front and away. And I seen another day the backspin on that would have taken it into the net, wouldn't it?
Just a bit of luck. We just got it slightly wrong in the second half, post Star.
Okay, I think obviously the game was won. I know that that's an excuse, but I think they definitely eased up. There may be fear of injuries, etc. Because there was a few. Don Guy Woods, how he get as many fouls in before he was booked well into the second half was shocking for me. He must have done about 12, 13 fouls, and the ref. I mean, he must have done at least 4 or 5 on Kent alone, and not one of them did he get booked. You know, and sometimes that goes against you because it only takes one of them to give you a right bad injury, and obviously that's why Stephen took Kent off, because we're going to need him. But no, overall performance, as you say, 7.5, 8.5. Second half we definitely eased up, but again, it was still good to see 4 different scorers. You know, I would say tonight, I don't think there was any argument about we Alfredo seem to be. I don't know, the things just weren't falling for him at all, were they? Because if they were, he could have had another 4 or 5 goals himself.
He got his goal, and then the goal with a right good save from him. Anyway, we've also been joined by boys. We're welcome back, boys.
Good evening, boys.
Hi,
Happy with that.
Well,
happy with
evening.
that. Yep. Evening, everybody.
Successful evening, mate. Aye.
Yep. I mean, I thought Ryan Jack was excellent tonight. I thought Kamara was excellent tonight. But you've really got to. I thought the quality of officiating was shocking tonight. Particularly the main stand side linesman. He couldn't see that a Dundee player kicks the ball out for a corner kick, and he gives a goal kick. You think, sorry, maybe I should be there.
I know.
Because
no, boys, no.
I mean, I'm sorry, Helen Keller should have been linesman tonight, because that was a shocking decision. I mean,
diabolical.
It was absolutely. You see, when you see things like that, you think, are these people just incompetent, or are they genuinely cheating? And I actually don't
And it's
think
not
we've
that,
been
boys.
cheated.
It's not as
I think
if
it's
there was anybody in front of him.
No, but he
You know what I mean? He had a clear view.
And
Yeah.
that's why Tav ushered the ball out with the boy at his back.
That's right.
And you think, no, I
That's
don't
true,
believe.
boys. We scored 4 good goals.
No, I wanted more.
Oh,
because
mate,
but
was ultimate. When did you think it was going to be after 23 minutes?
oh, well, see, you're thinking 4, 7, 23. What happened in the intervening time between 7 and 23? But then I thought, we were just, as I said it, was it Sunday I said it? We were just irresistible again. I mean, we were passing the ball about. They were just like traffic cones. And, I mean, but you look, when Kenny Miller came on, he had a golden chance and what a save. What a save, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we've got Craigsy back at the club, because could you imagine Tav coming out and making that save? No, I couldn't. Great. I mean, what a top drawer save.
You mean Fods?
Fods, yeah. Sorry. Tav would never make a save like that.
he's got some record this season, Fods. Yeah. And he's come in for us.
Yep, undefeated.
Talking about what Buzz was on about there. Did you see that guy, that Woods guy, go to foul?
Yeah, it's Kamara.
And he missed him.
I'd actually been a booking on its own, to be honest with you.
Just for stupidity, yeah.
Unbelievable.
And Darren O'Dea going right through Kent again at the edge of the box, and
Yeah.
I mean, what do you say? Nah. Dundee, it's kind of touch and go, because you look at a team like Dundee and you think, how on earth did they take a point off us? And that's down to us. That's not down to them. That's down to us being just not on it. But tonight, first half, we were different class. Second half, we just foot off the pedal a wee bit.
After the Lord's Mere Shore,
But we were still different. I mean, still, I think, if Dundee had scored, I think we would have gone up the other end and just said, look, here's another trophy, bump, finished. I thought we were excellent tonight. I really did. Absolutely excellent.
It'll be a performance that the manager will be really pleased with both Shadow.
Oh, he'd be absolutely delighted. The game, what more can you ask for? But the game was put to bed by half time. It was over as a competition by half.
7 minutes.
But by 23 minutes. Yeah. It was over as a game. The only thing you could ask for was a couple more, before half time, and that would have taken the pressure off even more. As I was saying before you came on, Buzz, I think Steven Gerrard changed it up in the second half to try a couple of different things, and in a game situation, didn't they quite work? But it may have given him a few ideas what he needs to work on. But I think that's smart management from me. It's not what the Bears crowd want, but that's smart management for me.
It's not really about what the crowd want. It's about what. I mean, we were talking about this on Sunday about fitting Stephen Davis into the team, and I said I'm not a Stephen Davis fan. I'm a Rangers fan, and if Stephen Davis coming on as a substitute suits the team, that suits me. But if him coming on and making a valid contribution suits the team, it suits me. I don't care. As long as the Rangers win, I don't care who's in the team.
Yeah.
Can I come in for one last point just before I head off?
All right, mate. I know it's your bedtime, mate. School tomorrow.
Aye.
Every day's a school day.
On you go, mate.
I've actually got a day off tomorrow. Been up since 4:30 this morning. But the thing with Ryan Kent, how many times does he get fouled in a game before something happens to another player? He gets another.
I think there was a few fouls. Markers laid on him. He was blocked. He had a couple late challenges on him.
He had an argument with the ref in 35 minutes or something.
Him and Morelos get flattened at roughly the same time. Late challenges, both of them,
Yep, balls away.
But it's not just the night, it's near enough every game.
I mean, he's always going to get tackled because he plays the game, and you have different kinds of.
He'll take the ball around somebody. The ball's gone before. He expects fouls to come in, but the night was a wee bit over the top.
I think you've seen everything that's wrong with Scottish football and some of the challenges here. If I'm being honest, Brian, Blue Star.
Well, I mean, the guy Woods had about 7 or 8 on him, his cell alone. And as I say, the whole of that first half, as Boz says there, that blooming referee, some of his decisions were I mean, I know we moan about referees, but tonight they were clean. He had great views of them. It's not as if he was hindered by obscurity or anything else. Players in front of him, they were clear as day. Because I thought the game was very, very open tonight. And I mean, no one alone for the ball getting out, as Boss says, for the corner. Tav actually shielded the ball, knowing that it was a corner. And the flipping linesman didn't even get it. I mean, it's not as if he had an absolute clear view. He was looking straight
Let
at
it go. You'll get dropped as well, you and boys. Let it go. The boys asked you a question about Kent fouls. No about that decision. Used to let it go.
Well, I Kent, as I say, Woods had about 7 or 8 on him. Well, you've got to look for it. It's not just consistency. You've got to look to be better every game. And when you're doing great moves and you don't even get the decisions that you should get, you're going to get annoyed. Of course you are.
You stop winding that man up, you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I wouldn't wind anybody up. Never been known.
Guys, what about the move for Kamara? The one that he cut into the left hand, the far side. He cut inside. He turned his back on one of them, shimmied one way, and then jammed the ball between the two of them, and then went away up in the run and passed the ball out to Kent. What a move the one was.
The boy, I'll tell you what about the boy Kamara, mate. He covers the ground really, really well, and he's a team player. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, hopefully, Blue Shadow's right, and he's going to come in and just get better and better as he grows into the jersey.
He's an intelligent player.
On you go, Blue.
He's an intelligent player as well. You can see he knows when to wait to find the right time to put a foot in, or the tackle in, or the time to make the pass and the time to try and drive up the field. So I think that intelligence, and he seems to have that ability which some players have. They've got a map of where everybody else is on the pitch in their head. So when they go turn and go to make a pass, they could start. They've just that half yard in front of everybody because they've already got the pass moving before they look to check that the boy's where he thinks he is before he plays the ball, and that just gives you that extra second over everybody else on the pitch.
Come in, Bear.
I like Ryan Kent, right? And I did get booted a bit all over the park at times. Here's what I'm going to tell you. That's no unusual for wee guys like Ryan. I've seen it all my life watching football. I remember the best New Year's day I ever spent was at the Jungle when Big John Gregg kicked wee Jimmy Johnson right into it and we won 2-0 or something. And that's been my best New Year to date.
Jimmy Johnson's best New Year and all.
But wee Jimmy Johnson, he was a cracking wee player, but Big John Gregg put him right into the Jungle with one kick. and how we laughed. Do you know what I mean?
Best place for him, eh?
So they should have let him back out again. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But we players in Scotland, not so much doing in England, but in Scotland, the wee wingers have always had it. Look at this trouble wee Wally Anderson got,
Coop, Tommy McLean, people like that.
Tom McLean, super, Davy Cooper. Look at the kickings they got. Davy Wilson and guys like that. Yep. Kicked all over the place.
Different kind of braveness. They might not go for 50-50 challenges, but they take them on and know the tackle's coming.
What is it they used to say about that? As long as he gets white paint in his boots, that's where he's been. And it's when I started going to Ibrox, it would have been Tommy McLean, it would have been Davy Wilson, but particularly Tommy McLean. And I just thought Tommy McLean was just a devastating player. I mean, that's what Derek Johnson says. If it hadn't been for players like Tommy McLean, he would never have got half the goals he got because of McLean's delivery and his ability to get into a position to make a cross for him.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, McLean on the top of Johnson. If Johnson missed it, Parlane was
at his back. Exactly. Or Alec MacDonald.
Aye, Alex's speciality was arriving late in the box with it and just picking the ball that came back off the two of them.
Well, he was that. It's this what I call the Paul Scholes area. It's just outside the D, and you'd get MacDonald coming in for that position, and maybe about 14 or 15 yards out. The amount of goals that he scored for that kind of position because of the balls that would come in. That would be
he wasn't as prolific as you would think, Alec McDonald, but it was big goals.
It was big goals he
games.
scored. Yeah, big goals.
I mean, I'll tell you who's different era, different club. But I'll tell you what's his name. Lampard scored a large percentage of his goals from the same place.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where because good players like that come out for the 6-yard box to get the room because there used to be no room in the 6-yard box.
But we're building something special here. Blue Star, I think you're back with us, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, the empty seats tonight were all with the Dundee supporters. I think they'd obviously the bus turned up. So
bike.
It might be a bike, might have been a tandem, but the crowd at that game and obviously the atmosphere for the vast majority of the game up to the death was excellent. And on a Wednesday night, people travelling, obviously work, different things all going on, but the momentum's grown and grown now. Ultimately, it might not take us where we want to be this season, but we're building something special here. Blue Star.
Absolutely. Totally agree, Ox. I mean, let's be honest. The one that's the last 3 and 4 and 5 games that talking about Kamara, I don't think any of us had really noticed that boy playing for Dundee at all. I didn't even know what he was capable of or anything else. But as we've been saying, if he carries on progressing the way he is, what a player he could be. Because at the moment, he's the promise for him is outstanding. For me, anyway, I think he's been a revelation since he came into the team.
Here. Well, if you want to join us, it's 0141 356 1972 or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We're all school blue bring in the call because Fox passed the fitness test and made the match this evening. So he'll be happy, Baird Boswell, the Fox.
Oh, well, up where he sits in the posh seats, he'll be well chuffed. I mean, 48,000 on a Wednesday night. I mean, just our fans are just astounding. That's been happening as long as I can remember. I mean, see, there's games back in our history. I think the first one that comes to mind was 1977. We played against Ayr United, and allegedly there was 7,000 in the crowd. Now, if all the people that said to me that they were there that night, we would have been queued around the block. But I wasn't there. I was at school. But the amount of people that would say they were there is just astonishing. But even back then, and even at the start of Graham Souness's reign, as we know, his first game in Europe against Overs Tynferry wasn't a sellout. There was only about 25,000 in Ibrox that night. But it's the same story. We weren't getting big crowds, but since our troubles back in 2012 and even before that, we have been selling out because the Bears know when they're needed. And it's just been constant, and I think they've been absolutely fantastic this season. I thought their support on Sunday at Hamilton was brilliant. I thought the support against Kilmarnock was fantastic. 48,000 plus tonight. And we're going through we're at the start of a recession. I mean, we are just, those boys, not people like me, those boys, just unbelievable. And there's your man of the match tonight, the crowd.
Well, Brian, you want to come in with something before you go, mate?
Aye. Oh, shit, what was it?
No.
There's something to talk about a second ago. Completely went in my head.
Rangers.
Obviously, Rangers.
No way.
No, it was on the...
I like point. Look, you going at one, Blue Star.
Aye. No, the way we're going in the last couple of games, we're 3-0 up by half an hour gone. If we keep that going up until we go to the Piggery on, the 31st?
Yep.
What if we go 3-0 up at half time? And then lay back? They're going to just come at us and throw everything at us.
Oh, mate, if that happens and we're 3-0 up at half time, I'll be dreaming.
So
right.
We'll be dreaming, mate. We'll be dreaming.
But the way we're playing the new, I could see.
I get your point. What you're hoping for is you want us to put two halves together. That's a fair comment, Boswell.
Aye.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, it was just. But you see, I think I said this at the weekend. Is that we can't have this all the time. It would be lovely to have a constant performance, but we're winning the game. So the urgency within the team, it's just natural, isn't it? The urgency within the team drops. But I think, as I said earlier, if Dundee were to score or come back, if Kenny Miller had scored with that chance that he'd got that Griggsy saved, I think we would have gone up the other end and scored another two. Because you think you're kind of pulling a tiger's tail, aren't you? And they said you've upset them again. So I wouldn't be nice, but I'm just happy with the way things are going because I think this is the best we've played all season. We've had good results, but I think this is the best we've played in a kind of in a time, if you like. You know, we're playing well. The first 45 we're playing well, and we're building a team as well. And that's the other thing that needs to be remembered as well. You're not can't have it all.
I think I get Brian's frustrations.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I get his frustrations when you're sitting 3-0 up after 23 minutes. You think this is going to be 6 or 7. But they took 4-0 before the game started, mate. Yeah?
Well, that was my prediction at the start of the game, 4-0.
Aye, Blue Star, you'd have took. Aye, you're bang on, Brian. You'd have took that.
Absolutely, I thought it was going to be 3. I said that before the game, sure, but as you say, when you're up 3 after 20 odd minutes, you get greedy and you're saying, well, just keep battering more in. But we know, as Boswell says, it's difficult in games, even although a team's maybe no creating chances against you, they're still out there fighting and they're trying for every ball. And if no that, they're fouling you. So you're going to have periods in the game where things can't just flow. I need to be honest, I think over the last 4 or 5 games, we've been playing like after the Aberdeen game at the beginning of the season. We went on a wee bit of a run where we were playing no bad football and our games were flowing. And I think over the last 4 or 5 games, our overall play has been really, really good. Not just for the 5 goals in the last 2 games, but our overall play. We've went long periods in the games where we've totally, utterly controlled it. And that's hard in itself today because, as I say, other teams always have periods of play where they break things up, etc. But we've had long periods in the last few games where we've totally controlled the game. Yes, we'd like to see it for 90 minutes, of course we would. But that'll come. As Boswell says, we've got to keep remembering this. We've got new players and we're a new squad. We're only going to get better. We're not going to get worse. We're going to get better. The more games that they play together, the more they get to know one another. That'll all come.
No shadow.
I must be one of the few people that's actually quite happy with the way it went tonight because I really liked the idea that, as it says, we're 3-0 up in 23 minutes. It's a shame we didn't get another one before half.
What did you think of that? What did you think of that incident before, between the first and second goal? What did you make of that big incident?
Sorry, I don't quite know which one you're on about.
I'll come back to you, mate.
I haven't got a clue what you're going on about. But anyway, I quite like the way that whereby the managers taking advantage of the situation. The game's won by half time. We're totally in control. So the manager's doing his job and making sure that all the squad is ready to go 100% when he calls them off the bench. They're ready to slip into the team and knock in goals like Jermaine Defoe came on the night. He was given the chip, he got the ball through off Ryan Jack, stuck it straight in the back of the net. If Jermaine Defoe's no playing that thing, he doesn't put that goal away. And I think that's something that people are going to have to allow for until
his 5 goals, mate, for his ratio on the pitch must be pretty good.
He's a predator. We knew that. That's why Stevie G signed him. He's just perhaps, he's not Alfredo Morelos. You can never expect it to be Morelos. So the players on the pitch, like Scotty Arfield and all the rest of it, although he wasn't on tonight when Defoe was, are going to have to get used to how to find him in the box and put him into the position where he can score the goals. He's no like Alfredo, where he can passed the ball in and was back to defend, and Morelos just used his pure strength to roll the guy round and knock and create his own chance.
Aye. Somebody knew they took 4-0 before the game started.
I would have took anyone, to be quite honest with you, but I prefer to see us winning. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's a 1-0, but as long as we can more or less control the game, and we're bossing the game, I'll settle for a 1-0.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to.
Aye.
Absolutely.
It's when we leave these spaces behind us sometimes, it worries me that maybe a better quality team would make better use of them. Like we should be seen at this in the early stages of the second half. They were getting crosses into the box, and two of their centres were more or less free in the box. Kenny Miller was absolutely free in the box. A couple of their crosses. So I would rather see him playing tight, compact football through the game and going out with a 1-0. But there's nothing better to see the Rangers scoring 4, is there?
Well, 5.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
Can't end it 4-0, even if
No, you can't. I think we're splitting hairs a wee bit, boys, at some times, isn't it? And Coach Addo's right with some of his observations, Boswell.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, see, this is the thing about experienced Rangers supporters, is that, times have been better for our club, but those times will come back again. They might not come back to the same kind of stellar type players that we had at the club, but the thing is, they're still wearing the royal blue jersey and RFC shirt. Nothing ever changes that. And that might be a wee bit of the romantic, but it's an absolute fact, is that no matter who gets put out in a Rangers shirt, Rangers supporters will support that as long as it's tenable. But when that becomes difficult, it just becomes difficult, and we know what happens then. But we can see something's happening. We can see that there's improvement. And I think that's the most gratifying thing, is that everybody can see that we're a better team now than we were in September.
Definitely.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I come in with my last point just before I bugger off? It's about
On you go, mate.
Candyman, Big Candace. Love him to bits, brilliant player, but sees long shots. He should maybe just calm down on them a wee bit and try and find another ball. Sometimes they go in, most of the time they're going high or wide or in the corner flag.
I wouldn't say he's a prolific shooter at goal, but his accuracy if he's shooting is not the best. I mean, there was one that came in from the right. I thought he done very well first half, part of the team performance.
That's what I'm saying. He's a good player, good winger. The goal against St Mirren, what do they call that stadium now? Something digital arena.
When they threw it in and it went in, aye. The one who get sent off for kissing the crowd.
Aye.
But I mean, his name Albers, would that be fair, Blue Star? Oh, he left us. His name Albers Boswell, is he?
No, never in his life. But
nobody will ever be.
No, I think we see Barisic. He was a bit wild as well. He had a cracking ball that came through him across on the Govan stand side, shooting into Copeland Road, and I think his mother-in-law must have been behind the goal. He was trying to hit her because it just kept rising. But when you can see him do things like his free kick, when Candace is capable. Candace is a vital part of the team because his support with Tav up that right-hand side is excellent. So, you might... What's he scored? Was it 5 or 6 goals this season, Candace?
Roughly the same as Kent.
Yeah. But he's not so involved in the game as Kent is. Kent is a much more dynamic player. But I like Candace, and I think he performs a very, very useful task on that right-hand side, allowing Tav to be the player that he is.
Guys, it's only a few games back we weren't scoring enough goals unless Alfredo was getting them. That's 2 games where we've had 9 different goal scorers. I would rather see whether it's Candace or anybody else for that matter having shots. Now, okay, they can go wide, but I'd rather see them.
When you come on here, do your homework.
What?
The Cavs scored in both games.
No, I know that, but I'm saying we've still had we had 5 different goal scorers in Thingby, and we had 4 different in the night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 9 different goal scorers.
He's lost me, boys.
You know what I mean? We had 4 different scorers a night, and we had 5 the other night.
Could you hear a tumbleweed?
I'll give you that, boy, Star. I'll give you that.
You hear a tumbleweed?
I'd rather see guys having shots as no having shots.
I can remember Barisic scored that one you were on about, because that one Barisic hit. He hit that's almost identical position. He hit that one against us before we signed him, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. Coming in for that side, and he kept it down.
Well, I need to cut across you, lads. We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing, guys? Jim 115 here again.
How we doing, mate?
No bad, big man. Pretty happy tonight, except for that puddle drinkers mob again, man. They're dipping it into, man, unbelievable. But my point is about the boy Kamara, man. What a find. Absolute find. I thought it was very unfortunate tonight, again, not to get the man of the match.
Where are you?
Who, me?
Right, I thought you did
I'm in the house, mate.
I thought you
got a flute player with him.
I thought somebody.
Yeah, one practice season on Monday night, guys, not tonight.
I thought I heard a bottle of reversing.
That's what I thought. He's a flute player. He's got a flute player there.
Need to get the brakes looked at.
Nah, one of us saying about the boy Kamara.
Kamara, still, mate. Some people had. I think both Star had a man in the match. I didn't quite have a man in the match. I thought
we lost the advantage of him when they brought Davis on. I thought the boy get kind of pushed to the side. Yeah, that Stephen Davis. I'm very, very disappointed with Stephen Davis in
it. I expect him to get the. Sorry, but
on you go, boy, Star. On you go.
I expected him to be. I know he's not going to be the player he was, but I expect him to make more actual runs going forward, if you know what I mean. He's not doing that. He's definitely not doing that. And as that bloke says there, whenever he did come on, Kamara get pushed backwards. He get pushed behind him to let Davis kind of make runs, and he wasn't exactly making runs. He's mere square passing the ball. But I agree. I thought overall, taking in both halves, I don't think anybody was anything better than Kamara tonight. No way. I thought he was man of the match for me, hands down.
Well, that's a fair comment. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have a good game. I thought he was excellent. I just thought that the night actually Jack might have just shaded him, you know.
Ox, do you remember the days when we used to be struggling to find a man of the match, and now we've got 3 people having 3 different options?
Well, mate, if we're being honest, it was only a couple of weeks ago that you said Johnston.
Exactly. But I'm saying that on a regular basis, we used to have. It was almost a bit of soul searching to say where you basically were giving him the man of the match because he scored the goal.
I think sometimes we made that up. Jim, are you happy with the way things have gone, mate?
Aye, but I'm gutted because I think we could have turned that mob over this season. I don't think we'll get anybody to blame but ourselves. Another thing, I take it you guys do Twitter. Did you see that video of that mob, by the way, singing about Brendan Rodgers? Did you see it?
No, I didn't know.
Oh man, see the song that they sang about Natural Novel with the bullet? There's a video went live with him in a Boozers in Edinburgh or something, mate. Honest, by the way, this doesn't get highlighted in the media, by the way, in this country, and nothing more. You wait to see it. It's absolutely. I know
you can put the kettle on for it not being.
Honest, by the way, wait to see it. It's actually disgusting, even for that mob. It's absolutely shocking.
They're like a club like no other, huh?
I better believe they're a club like no other. Even Lennon are a match made in heaven. Put it that way.
Would you say that you're pleased how? You're right, mate. We have shot myself in the foot. St Johnstone at home, Hibs at home, Kilmarnock away.
Goes far back as the start of the season with the game at Aberdeen and then the match at Motherwell. I don't think I'll get anybody to blame but ourselves.
That's a fair comment. I struggle to argue with that.
Again, but it's just like a dagger through your night when you come out that game and the next minute that normal score. here we go again, man. But onwards and upwards, as they say, guys, and we'll still be there.
We always, as a club and as a support, look within ourselves, and you're absolutely correct, is that our club, the Rangers, are responsible for this. Nobody else. And
absolutely.
But that's what makes us the support. It makes our club the club it is our self-reflectiveness.
Yeah. We can be honest about it, boys.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, as long as I've been on this platform, it's probably just over 5 years now, coming up for 6 years almost. We've always looked at how we've gone wrong and how we could have gone right, and there's never ever been a time where I'll have a go at referees or you'll go at somebody else. But the thing is, when push comes to shove, we're always the first ones to say, if we'd beaten this and beaten that, but it's if ands and all the rest of it, we are the first ones to look within ourselves, and I think that's a fantastic trait. And I'd rather have that trait than always look for the blame somewhere else.
You're not going to start going on about KPIs, are you, boss?
No, don't start it. Jim, with Kamara, I think you're spot on. I think he's going to be a steal, mate. I do agree with Blue Star, even though I never gave him man of the match.
I felt 3 matches in a row, the guy probably could have had the man of the match.
Can I come in on that, Ox, yeah?
Out you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say that I agree about Kamara. I thought Kamara was outstanding tonight. I think between him and Ryan Jack, man of the match, I don't know who got it, to be honest.
Ryan Jack,
between those two.
Morelos got it in the stadium.
Well, there you go. Once again, his involvement in the game all round, once again, superb for Morelos. But I really did think that between Ryan Jack and Kamara, and up the, as the boy was saying there, seriously, the Blue Star, wasn't it? He was saying, if indeed that boy can get to the end of the season playing the way he's playing, my God, is that a find or is that a find? Wow.
Absolutely.
A wonderful player.
100%.
Was everywhere tonight. Although I do disagree about Davis. I thought Stephen Davis played no bad. It's just that the areas that Kamara was running into in the first half, Stephen Davis was in there. So they kind of doubling up and it didn't work right. And we did what they did before. We just must have been maybe a 10, 15 minute lapse, and it just changed. The whole game had changed, and it took us a wee while to get back on our feet again for that. But no, they had 5 shots. I think they got through 5 times tonight, and there was no real danger in any of them, to be honest. I thought our defence played very well, but the goals were just tremendous. Just was it 1 minute, 1.5 minutes or something like that for Kamara's goal?
Of course, it was 3, I think.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. It just felt like as if it just started, Bang, there you go, a goal.
But Gary, what's your take on Barisic, I mean, that kind of thing with him, the way he's been playing. It's not look very comfortable. I don't know what's the matter with the big man now.
It's just, we signed him and we thought we would have gem him on. He has got a good left foot. He showed that again tonight with the free kick, Jeremy.
Aye.
But he's all right in play. I mean, I would say, but for him, Andy Halliday's ahead of him, if I'm being really honest about it.
He's not had a proper pre-season, though, has he, really?
That could be the difference.
Again,
certainly now.
You're right. He had a bad injury as well, and he was out for a time. He needs a run of games. You know what I mean?
No, I think the boy you can see is that this is where there was an issue with the fitness, with him, his fitness, and with what Steven Gerrard expected from him, and he was the same sort of thing. Don't forget, he was playing at a much, much lower level than he was expecting to play this season. So I think that it's probably a lower. He's got the minutes in his legs, but I just think that you can see sometimes he's not fitting into the pattern of play properly, and I just think he needs a pre-season where he can reset himself, reboot, and go for next. And I think we might see a much, much more effective left-sided full-back next season.
Oh, you're like Blue Shadow.
Barisic, he's had a very injury-interrupted season. it's not just been the one injury he's had. He's come back and he's been had another niggle. He's been out for another few games and then come back again. And this seems to have gone on for most of the time since he arrived. I'm just beginning to wonder: is he worried at getting injured again and being out of the squad, as it were? Because that he seems to be not as confident as in committing himself to runs up the line as he was, and that's why he just seems to be relying on that left peg of his alone and not creating the space that he used to with the running. So, or whether or not that's, like you say, he's not quite fit enough with doing the training and playing matches as well. Whatever it is, it needs to work it out with one way or the other, because there's definitely a good player in there. We just need to bring it out.
All right, I'm taking round the panel, but just quickly, and I'll start with Jim. You're picking the team for Sunday. Who's your left back? If Bath are fit.
I toss you the coin. I'm sitting on the fence for that one, to be honest with you guys.
There's no fence sitting on here now. Come on, you're picking
Right,
the team.
I'll go for it. I think he'll start with Barisic.
All right, okay, that's fair enough. What about yourself, Bridge?
Yeah, I think he'll start with Barisic, although I said last night there's, at the present moment, form-wise.
Just keep it.
Yeah, I'm saying that. I think Barisic. I think he'll go with Barisic, yeah.
Shadow.
I'd go for Barisic as well.
All right, Oswald?
Halliday for me, if he's fit.
Halliday for me.
Company Bear, Blue Star?
Halliday.
Are you asking me, or are you asking what I think Gerrard will do?
I'm asking you.
I would have started with Halliday, but I think you'll start with Barisic.
Sorry, guys. See the guard in the left back position. Think back to the game at the Tottenham. Even though we were comfortable with us.
Henry Kissinger there.
I know, but we're talking about getting back to Petodry again. Barisic's got a hard time the last time up there, remember?
Michael Stewart gave him a hard time, he did, aye.
Aye, he came with the
Greg Stewart.
I don't think Michael Stewart's ever given anybody a hard time about anything.
No, what about yourself? What about yourself, Brian?
I'll probably Barisic.
All right, I'm going to go for Halliday if he's fit, of course. If he's fit. There you go. Pretty split. But that's how Mr. Gerrard gets the big bucks and we don't. That right, Bridge?
Certainly gets good big bucks, doesn't he? That's for sure.
So,
remember, Ox, the reason why he wouldn't have started with Halliday tonight, because he already says at the presser that he was carrying that groin injury, aye. You know, so he might have no option.
Him and the boy, what's the boy? Polster,
yeah.
Polster, yeah.
Groin injuries,
That's a question. If Arfield is injured, would you put Halliday in place of Arfield?
Good shout.
Aye,
no,
I would.
No, I think he put Steve Davis in there.
Stephen Davis for me.
I think
Ryan Jack
in midfield.
Oh, wait a minute. I wouldn't be if Arfield was injured. I think you might find that McCrory would come in and it would push two forward. I think that's what I think would happen. But
just an idea, like.
It's a time like that where you would really see the bench having to be used properly.
And this is what he was doing in the second half.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely right.
Hey guys, I'm going to say good night to you all and keep up the good work, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the call.
Good night, troops. No bother.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
What do you think of, what do you think of Kent tonight? Ryan Kent?
There was a lot of niggly fouls against him, but he just didn't quite go for him, you know, in my opinion. He done some nice stuff, but he wasn't our best player, was he? He didn't play badly.
Yeah,
typical 7 out of 10, Ryan Kent.
I think it was very unfortunate tonight. A number of people grabbed his arm twice and his jersey a couple of times as he was passing them, and the referee never gave nothing. The referee should be stopping the game a lot more than that and giving the guys a booking. It's what they're doing sometimes is just, I know it's niggly, but it's really petty stuff, you know. And it needs to be.
But it's constant.
I'm saying it's non-stop, isn't it? Non-stop. Every time the boy was getting by them, they were grabbing his pants or his jersey or even his arm as he went past them. Just terrible.
I have that problem at the supermarket, Fudge.
I can imagine that, by the way.
Because I'm bad for Sainsbury's because of that.
That's why Kent's only getting a 7 now, because he couldn't get to play.
I'll tell you what, guys, this upcoming game on Sunday, as Bridge says, every game's massive. This one's enormous. We've got to do something in this cup. We must. We've got to go up there and do them. And after their result tonight, would you put that in?
We could finish the season for them, couldn't we?
Absolutely.
I don't see us losing a goal there. The way we've been playing, I don't see us losing a goal.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is one of Aberdeen's 4 or 5 games a season.
That's what I was going to say, boys. Do you think maybe they weren't getting it 100% tonight? You know what I mean?
Aberdeen turn up against us every time.
It's the same with Kilmarnock. They turned up at Rugby Park, went to a replay with Hamilton 5-0.
What about that called after fog, yeah? Kilmarnock, there we go, postponed.
What was it?
Because of fog.
Aye, fog, yeah.
And I just think the ref was hungover.
I mean, if we didn't win this game at weekend and they get the cup final, that's their season made, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah. By the way, I mean, again, it's an away tie. It's about no getting beat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Take it back to Ibrox.
It's not the end of the world, but I think we're good enough to go there and win. Well, anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. Bridgeman.
Is he on mute?
Aye. Oh well. He's had his chance, Blue Shadow, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's blown it again, hasn't he?
Aye. How many
but you get used to that being a centre back, making an arse there, isn't he? No, he's no fit. He's no biting.
He was never used to the limelight. Well, can I thank?
I'm sorry, guys. Go on, Yorkshire. Go on. Sorry, I heard you shouting, but I was in the living room.
Can I just thank everybody for taking the time to call us this evening? Too many callers to name, but thank everybody for coming in. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back between 9 and 11, talking about all things Rangers. Thanks to Old School Blue for putting the show together. See you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. Absolutely. Thank you, York.
When I was young, I had no sense. I bought a flute for 50 pence. The only tune that I could play was Fuck the Pope and the IRA. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. More tunes on the flute, I'm learning to play. You'll hear me practice almost every day. I now play the sash and no surrender, and I'm going to join the green of young defenders. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, 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 na 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 na. Now I'm older and wiser too, but I still love the red, white and blue. I've mastered my flute right down to a T, and it's great to be part of the GYD. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, 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 na 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 na. So come down to Greenock and be our guest. You'll hear a flute band that are simply the best. There's no other place I'd rather be when I'm playing my flute with the GYD. Na 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 and be a guest. You'll hear a flute band that are simply the best. There's no other place I'd rather